I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you a shortcut method to find angle between lines. The question before us is find the angle between the lines at the point of intersection given lines y equals to 4x plus 2 and y equals to minus 3x plus 10. Now let me first discuss with you the basic concept and then I'll provide you with the solution. So let us sketch these lines approximately to understand the concept. So the first line here is with a positive slope of 4, y-intercept of 2. So it could be drawn something like this. So let us say this is the line 4x plus 2. The other line has a negative slope and a y-intercept of plus 10. So it will be like dropping down kind of like this. So let's say this is the second line for us. What we really need to find is the angle of intersection between these two. Let's call this angle as angle theta for us. How do we find this angle? Now as you can see, these lines have slope which can be related to the tan of an angle, right? So let us say if this is angle alpha and beta, in that case we know that angle beta, which is an exterior angle, should be equal to angle alpha plus angle theta. Correct? So from here you can find theta as the difference of angle beta and angle alpha, and you can always use tan of theta to find this, and the formula will be, you can use tan of beta minus alpha, and you know the formula, which is tan beta minus tan alpha over 1 plus, I can write tan alpha beta. Okay. So from this formula we can always get the angle. Okay, so that is one way of doing it. However, what we can do is we can straight away use the slope, find the angle and do the needful. So I'll adopt an alternate method, which is a straightforward method to solve this particular question. So let's find the angle for both the lines. So let's begin with y equals to 4x plus 2. Now here tan of alpha, the angle which the line makes with the x-axis will be equal to the slope, which is 4, and therefore alpha equals to tan inverse of 4. So we can get this value. So shift tan inverse of 4 is equal to 75.96. So let's approximate this to, let's say, 76 degrees. So we get one of the angles, correct, which is alpha. To find beta, we can again use the same formula, knowing that slope is tan of an angle, correct. So now when you find, since this is a negative slope, you actually get this angle, right? So let me call this as angle, let's say phi. Okay, so we'll find actually this angle because it is the line which is dropping. So we get tan of phi is equal to minus 3, because slope of the second line is minus 3. Correct? So that is the slope of the second line. We are working with the line y equals to minus 3x plus 10. Now here slope m is minus 3, therefore tan phi should be minus 3. So what we get here is phi equals to tan inverse of minus 3. So when we do shift tan inverse of minus 3, we get an angle which is negative. As expected, it is minus 71.56. Negative angle, correct? Negative only means that you are measuring clockwise, and so from the x-axis, this angle phi is 71.56. Perfect. Now what you can do here is that you can write this as same as vertically opposite angle and then calculate the angle theta. Correct? So from here we know this angle also is 71.56. Therefore, the angle theta is equal to 180 degrees minus the alpha angle, which is 76 degrees, minus this, let me call this, round this to approximately 72 degrees, right? So negative sign I'm deleting now, since in a triangle, when we measure the angles, they are all positive angles, correct? Negative only shows that it is being measured clockwise. That is it. And that gives you the angle between the intersecting lines, right? So we can now calculate this, which is 180 minus 76 minus 72. Well, you can keep the decimal values also and work out, but I rounded them to one decimal place. So we got 32 degrees as the angle between the intersecting lines. So I hope you find these steps simple and straightforward. So I'd like you to notice this, that when you find the angle, don't get confused with the negative sign. It only means that it is clockwise from x-axis, right? But when you measure the angles in a triangle, you keep their absolute value, right? So we, in this triangle, we kept their absolute values and found the angle of intersection between the two lines, which is 32 degrees, correct? So that is how you could actually solve such a question. Now in a multiple choice, you might sometime get the other angle as a choice, since we also have an obtuse angle here, which is also the angle between the two lines. So, or it could be 180 degrees minus 32 degrees, correct? So both become the correct answers, right? So 148 degrees could also be one of the choices in a multiple choice question. So take care of that. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comments and share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for watching and all the best.